Hey, this is Matthew Pither from the bands Riff Giant and Wokeh, and you're watching Metal DNA.
Hit the lights, hit the lights, hit the lights. Ooh, yeah.
So the artist who's been a huge influence on the way I play guitar is Matt Pike from High on Fire and Sleep, but for me it's only High on Fire really. I've listened to Dope Smoker a couple of times, but it just, it's not for me. I just love the energy and the intensity of all of High on Fire's music, and that's what's really shaped the sounds that I go for when I'm playing guitar as well. So, it's not surprising I run with a setup of Orange as well, the TH100, the Thunderverb, Rockerverb. Those are the amps that I'm recording when we go in the studio. Just trying to get a sound quite similar to Matt Pike's. I mean, it was about 15 years ago I first stumbled across them. I was just in HMV music shop in the UK when I still lived in Leeds, and I saw this incredible album artwork, and it was Death is Discommunion. I'd never heard of the band before, but I thought, fuck, for 10 quid I'm buying that album. I put it on, and the sounds that came out, I thought, this is terrible. Fury Whip came on and I thought, what is this? Because I was, mostly I listened to Megadeth and Municipal Waste and, sort of the thrashy, sort of a lot of treble on the guitars, this sort of screeching sound, and then a little bit of black metal, but nothing with such a warmth and such a body. But I didn't sort of appreciate it at first, but I didn't have much money at the time. I was a young kid, and I thought, fuck, I spent 10 quid on the album, I'm gonna hear it a few times, and every time I heard it, it just sounded better and better, and I began to understand what was going on, what Matt Pike was doing with with that guitar and stuff, and just this warmth, this crushing tone, and the vocals, which, they weren't this technical screaming, they were just him shouting, like, from the bottom of his stomach. I assumed he was just destroying his throat. No idea. But it all just came together. Just the energy, the driving rhythms of it. That was really what drew me to it. He plays a lot around the 12th and the open strings, because that's where all the sustain is. Like this sort of. Just the power of all the scales that you can come off, like, from there onwards. It's just, you really just good at doing that sort of stuff. I mean, as much as I really like the tone that he goes for and how he sounds, I don't want to sound exactly like him, but I know that he's a huge influence on my playing. Like in the band Wokeh, we're playing. It's a lot of downbeats. It's quite a slow. Downstrokes even. It's quite a slow doom, but it's sort of mid-tempo most of the time, so you get riffs like it just carries on. It has like this driving rhythm that just sort of goes through the entire thing. It's definitely inspired by High on Fire, like some of the slower stuff that they do. But then in Riff Giant, my other band, we're sort of more inspired by the groovier element. Like if you look at from the latest album that High on Fire did, Drowning Dog, that song, it's got this beautiful groovy rhythm, but we were actually influenced more by Dr. Smoke on that element, a band called Dr. Smoke. We got some riffs, like for one of the songs, like this. yeah, I mean, I can't go into a rundown of everything that Matt Pike does, because frankly, I don't know. I listen to it, I've seen them live a few times, and you know, sometimes he's playing with like Thunderverbs. Later, it seems to have been that he's playing with dual darks, and I myself, I went for a Rockerverb, a Thunderverb, and a TH100. That's how I sort of, when I'm recording, I'm using those in the studio. Just trying to get this warm sound full of mids and a bit of bass on the guitar, and yeah, that's really it. Singing, like in Riff Giant, I'm the lead singer, and I just shout, and I try and hit some notes that fit with the music, and I assume that's what he's doing as well. I don't really know. But yeah, it's just all about that.
You know, fans are insane. We're gonna blow this place away with the volume higher than anything today. We start to rock, we never stop again.